Hi, Leigh Scheidel here with Leigh Scheidel's Online Network Marketing Support Group, and I'm here today bringing you a training for how to create a Facebook page that could be a fan page or it could be a business page. So we're at the timeline, we're at our Facebook timeline, that would be your own, and if you look at this Facebook blue band across the screen. At the far right hand end, there's a little down arrow. If you left click on that, you'll have some options in the drop down menu, and we're going to go down and select create a page. When it opens up, we have some options here of what type of page we want. If you're doing coaching, you might want this second one down here on the left, the artist band or public figures. If you have a physical business, a store, you might want to select this very first box, a local business, because you're going to give a physical location and probably hours that you're open. You have an option for a company, an organization, or an institution. You could select it as a brand or a product. And you could select it if it's in the entertainment field or a cause or community, something of that nature. Let's create a page. I don't really need one. Let's do one for a public figure. Let's say you're a coach and you want to have a coaching page. So we'll click on that box, and then there's some information for you to fill out. And it says, have a profile. Learn more about letting people follow your public updates. Choose a category is our first option. And so we're going to click on that down arrow and select an option. And as I was saying, we would select this for coaching. And so I selected that a coach. And then it would be Coach Leigh Scheidel. That's me. We'll just set it up like it were me. And we get started. So I already know what the Facebook page terms are, but if you haven't taken a look at those, I would click on that link, take a look, read through the material, and make sure you agree to all of those restrictions, rules, regulations established by Facebook for your page. So the first part is an about page, and tell people what your page is about. And let's say we'll do online network marketing. Oops, can't type. Marketing coaching services. And then if you have a website, you could give your website. And I do happen to have a website, so I will put that information in. And it's easier to people to find your page and search when it has a unique name, a username. Pages with a username can also create custom URLs that let people quickly visit and message them. And so if you had an actual page here, I'm going to give it a page with the same name that I have my business set to. And once you filled that in, and that could be whatever though. If you want to be, I have a friend that's a coach, Marcus Jones. He could put his name in there that way because that's what he might want to be called. You might want to be called Coach Leigh or Coach Scheidel, but you would just fill in the information here with what you would like that title to be. And then here at the bottom, we're going to click the Save Info. And then it's going to take us to a profile picture, and you can upload a picture from your computer, and you would just click on the upload from the computer. And I happen to know that I have a photo here. I'll just use, where is it? This one. That's the photo I generally use for most everything. If your photo is sitting in a website, you can fetch it from this link over here. I'm just waiting for that to load. When that loads, we'll move on to the next step. Just taking a minute here, I guess. There it goes. And so then the next comes up when it's loaded. So we'll click next. And it's going to tell us to add to the favorites. And you only add this to your favorites if you want it to show up here in your news, under your favorites over here by the news feed and messages and events. So we'll add it so that that shows, and you see it added it over there as another item in the list under favorites. And from there we're going to come to this next, and we're going to click next to move to the next step. And your preferred page audience. Tell us about the people you most want to connect with. Anyone can find your page, but we'll do our best to put it in front of the people who matter most to you. So the first thing is your location. Is everyone in this location? Let me check here. Oh, so is this everyone, or everyone that lives in this location, or is it people who live in this location, people who recently in this location, or people traveling to this location? Let's just say everyone in this location. And let's include, it wants a location, and let's include, I don't know, United States of America. Can I do all of it? In Canada? Anyhow, I can do all over the world, but I don't know how to select that. Let's see. Oh, add location. That's what it says. Include this and add locations. You can add country by location, zip code, DMA. Okay, so I'm not seeing it add something here. That's not working for me. Okay. Well, I've moved on from that. Let's see if it does bulk locations, copy and paste. Choose one, choose a country. Let's choose a country. Oh, let's choose the United States. And Canada. And United Kingdom. And Northern Africa. And Ireland. And that's good for now. Just some things. Let's match locations. Okay, it doesn't know North Africa, so let's, okay. So we'll remove the one that's an error, and now we can download those locations, add 4 match locations. Let's just add 4 match locations. So what it did is it gave us these locations, and we've added these in. So you can see that as you go to the map, you can actually add in the information. Then it wants to know what age group range you're looking at. And I would like people at least 18 years old, and 65 plus is a good range, men and women for me. If you were doing makeup, you might want to select women only. You might want to fine tune your age group. Maybe you're looking for women that are 20 to 40 for specific types of products. Maybe you're in a specific industry that really likes 18-year-olds, so you could put 18 to 18. You really have choices here what you could put, because when I select that, see, I could put from age 18 to age 18. So I'm not going to do that, but I just wanted to show you that you have the ability to do that, and you can select anything here. Oops, I didn't want 62. I don't know why it picked that one for me. I want the 65 plus. And then if you have interests, you might have interest for business and industry, or maybe it's a hobby, maybe it's food and drink, maybe it's food, fitness and wellness, and you can select your particular industry that you want to include in this. And that scroll has a scroll bar at the right hand side, so you can go down and look at all of the different options that there are. And this is online. And oh, okay, so we have the online, we have all different options of online that I could use. Social media marketing is mostly what I do, so that's what I'll put. And then you can add, we'll go on here, we've selected something here. And the next item is for a language, and we'll put in the language. We need it to be English. I don't want people that are speaking other languages because I won't understand them. Actually, some languages I do, like Spanish, but we'll go on. We have a save at the bottom here. We're just going to go ahead and save this information. We're trying to fine-tune our market. That's kind of what we're doing, is saying who we would like Facebook to help us find. And as you can see, it is bringing up our page. And then in Canva or whatever you use to create image designs, you could create a cover page. And if you click on this button here where it says add a cover, you can choose from photos or you can upload a photo, and most likely you'll have created it somewhere else and saved it to your computer, and you'll want to upload it in order to put it in here. And I will just pick something I've done in the past because I have all kinds of covers, and this isn't really what we're looking for at all, but it will work for the purposes of showing you how to get something in here. And we'll just give it a moment here to load up this file. Mind you, this is for my YouTube account, and it may not fit correctly, but it will at least put something here for you to see, and it does. Again, you can reposition up and down, but you can't go left to right. You'll see me moving left to right. It won't go left to right. It will go up and down. And so then when you get it set the way that you would like it to display, for me, probably right about there, then you come over here to the bottom right section of the header and click on the blue save button. And then that has saved the page, and you actually have created a page, and there's the first page. And that, my friends, is how you actually create a page. Then you'll notice at the top you have a like, a follow, an edit page information, and then you have this button to the far right with the cluster of dots. You can view the page as a visitor. You can suggest this page. You can create an event. You can share this page. You can create another page from here. You can unpin this from the shortcuts. You can like as your page for other events, or you can invite your friends. If you click on this one and you enter a friend's name here, it will pop them up, and then you can invite them to like your page. Now, there's no problem inviting all of your friends on this because they get a choice as to whether or not they want to like your page. And so there's no problem inviting any number of your friends, acquaintances, whomever, to like your page. There also is on the edit page information, we can go here and you can set some specific things. The general information starts out with the name of the page, which in this case happens to be my name. A description would be, I'll put online network marketing coaching services. And then I would just come down here and save the changes. I'm not sure Impressium what that is. Impressum, I'm sorry, I don't know what that is, and I must not need it because I don't have it on my other. You can put a phone number in here. I'm not going to put an entire phone number, but you could put your number in here. You can save those changes. You can put the website's already been attached, because if you remember, we added it in the first step. The email, if you have a business email address that you use, and I use Scheidel@gmail.com. So that's what I use, and I'll save those changes. And then there's more information. You could select a price range. If you want to put a price range, you can select a price range for the products or services that you offer. And I'm not going to put anything on there. I'm going to leave it as unspecified. That's what it's set to if you don't select one of these. And I'm not sure what the dollars actually represent. I know it's relative to your services. So this would be based on least expensive as $1 sign, most expensive as the $4 signs, and that would be relative to the cost either per hour or per session for the type of services you do. We can click on this See All Information link at the bottom, and it will show us some information. Category is coaching. You could edit it here if you wanted to change that information. It shows the name as it's listed, and then it's showing a username, which is actually from my Gmail account. And then there are all kinds of information here that you can edit. You can give business details. You can, and that would be specifically about the dollar information, would tell you about the range of those symbols. You have here also edit. You could add other accounts. You can add your other, I believe, social accounts. Right. These are other social media accounts. So the first one would be Instagram in this case, and then for me that would be Leigh Scheidel 01, and that's my Instagram account, and then I'd add another one, and I'd have Leigh Scheidel 01 as a Twitter account. And let me see what other options they have here. Okay, oh, I have a YouTube account, so I could add a YouTube account, and my YouTube account is this way, and so I'll click my YouTube account, and I don't have the others, and so that would be enough for me. Whatever account you have that they offer in the drop downs, it looks like Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube, Line, WeChat, Kik, Pinterest, Tumblr, Ask.fm, SoundCloud, Spotify, LinkedIn, Skype. I have LinkedIn and Skype. I'm not going to add everything I have, but that gives you an idea of what they have. You just keep clicking on this Add Account. Enter your username is how you know it from the different accounts. And when you're finished, go to the bottom right here where the blue button says Save. Click on Save. And then we will drop down to the next section that's available, and it's more information. You can give all kinds of information about if there's an affiliation, you can put what information in there. If you'd like to add a biography, you can add that. Add any awards that you've received. You can add your gender. You can edit your personal information. You can edit the privacy policy. And it gives you a page number here, because when you first set up a new page, this number is appended to the end of your name. And I'll show you that here in a few minutes when we finish up. And you'll have to use copying your link from the browser window up here at the very top, the second line down under the tabs, to direct to your page, because it's going to have these numbers appended to it. And then it's going to list in your profile that you're a coach based on this information. And if you would like to add a button like to watch a video, you could do that here. I don't have one at the moment that I would like to add, but we could click on that and add a multitude of different information. Book services, get in touch, learn more, make a purchase or donation. You could download an app or a game. You can add other things, other services, and there's a whole list of other types of partner apps and services that you can add. Facebook will help you do that. I'm not going to add a button at this time, but that's where you would do that. And basically, we have covered all of the information, and we're finished. It's saved. We have a page. Now, when I go out of this page, let me see. One moment here. I believe I saved everything. Just double checking that I haven't missed anything, and I don't believe I have. So I'm trying to locate, if I go to home, my home page. Now, under my shortcuts, you can see the page is listed there because remember, we did add it to the shortcuts. So if I click on that now, you'll see up here, oh, they haven't appended those numbers. They used to append those numbers, so maybe Facebook is doing some changes. This is your URL to your Facebook in this fan page in this case, or a fan page can be used for like a coaching page. A business page would also have its name up here as this part. You can copy this, place it in a file somewhere that you can pick it up, or anytime you're on Facebook, you can jump to your timeline by clicking the home page from any Facebook tab and review your shortcuts and click on the page, and you'll have that page there. You can copy the URL there, and then let's say you have a friend over here in a message and you'd like to add on the message that information, then you could add it, that you could copy that, paste that information over here that we've got copied. I'm not going to do it, and we could send it to that person. Actually, how I could do it, I'll give you a quick review. I will open my own message box, and we will paste that in there. No, that's not what I wanted. Whoops, I had the wrong thing saved. I had the wrong thing saved. Okay, copy this, go up there, copy that, and put it here. And you can see now that, enter it, and that is the page. So if I click on that, and I'm not on this page, but I'm on a home page, and pretend I'm somebody else, and they've just gone to their instant private message window from Messenger, and they click on that link, it will take them from where they are into my business page. And that, my friends, is how you create your first business / fan page. And I hope this was helpful. Have a great evening, and we'll talk to you soon in another training. Bye-bye.